What is going on, guys? So I'm back. I was gonna say we're back, but I'm back. It's been a minute since I've uploaded a video. Okay, before I say anything, I want to announce that I'm doing a giveaway. So I'm a small channel. I can't do Mr. Beast level. So I'm doing $100 giveaway to you guys. If you guys look at my subs and my views, I don't get crazy views or I don't have crazy amount of subs. I have like, to this day, I have 90 at this filming or whatever. It's like 92, I think, 92 subs. So I'm doing a giveaway and ends 7 days from when this video is uploaded. You guys have 1 week to win this $100, okay? Hey, $100 is $100, okay? I wouldn't. All you gotta do is follow me on Instagram and subscribe to my channel. And for you, I'm gonna pick someone randomly. And if I pick you, I'm gonna ask for proof. So I have to see a screenshot from Instagram saying that you're following me, and a screenshot from the YouTube saying you're subscribed. I'm gonna randomly pick a person that subscribes, a new subscriber and a new follower on Instagram. So I'm gonna put it right here, right here. So you guys already know where everything's at. You don't have to be like, well, what is it? So yeah. So back to the topic of this video. So I was looking for some income, right? Some passive income. Who doesn't like passive income? And for me to do passive income, I was thinking, well, what can I do? And I have a motorcycle. I don't know if you guys have seen my previous video of a deep clean of my 2017 Kawasaki Ninja 1000R. Yeah, so that's the bike I've had. It's my second bike, and I've had it probably for like a year now. And so my friend told me about this website. It's not an app, it's a website called Rideshare. Hopefully nothing happens for me telling this story. But I mean, it's not Rideshare's fault. I'll get in a little bit. So my friend tells me about Rideshare. I put it on the website. It's like Turo, but for motorcycles. You can rent out your motorcycle. So I'm thinking passive income. My motorcycle just sits there. I only ride it once or twice a month at the most, and I'm gonna see if I can make some extra money out of it. So I put it up. I go through the whole process, and I don't get anything for like 3 weeks, 4 weeks, something. So like it's out of my mind right now, so I'm not really thinking about it. And I randomly get a text on my phone saying, "Oh, someone wants to book your bike. Do you accept?" And I click accept. And I don't know, it's just from, I guess what the moral of the story is, trust your gut. If you don't, it'll get expensive fast. So trust your gut. Yeah, so I don't know. So as soon as I press book, my stomach, gets this weird feeling. I'm getting, my hands are sweaty, knees weak, arms are heavy. This vomit is on. Okay, so I get nervous and I'm like, I don't know, dude, like my bike, I beat on my bike, but it's like responsible beat on your bike, you know what I mean? So it's yours, so you mess with it, but you also take care of it because it's yours, and then it'll be expensive if it breaks. But rentals, you kind of go crazy because you're like, shit, that's only for like a day or two, who cares, right? So that's why I'm worried about it. And then so the day comes, and then I'm getting the bike ready, and the guy shows up, and he looks like a normal dude. He's I'm not gonna describe him too much, just kind of keep him out of it, even though he caused everything. He shows up, and then I started like trying to probe him a little bit more to see if I could get more info out of him. And I'm like, oh, so what did you ride before? Are you experienced with these kind of bikes? Do you even ride bikes? And he's like, yeah. He showed me his license and everything. So you're like supposed to take pictures of the ID before and after the bike. Everything's good. And so I do that. And he tells me, oh yeah, I had a CBR 1000 before, and it was modded, and it was stupid fast or whatever. And I'm like, okay. And he said, oh, it's been a couple years, and he was pretty young. He was 22 years old. So it's always been a couple years since I had my bike, and I'm thinking, well, he's 22 years old. It should have been recent since he's had this bike, because you know, what do you mean doing 18 years old riding, 17 years old riding a 1000? But I guess it can happen. But I didn't really see it with him. He seemed more of the not the uptight, but like more like he wouldn't get his hands dirty, if you know what I mean. Like he wouldn't like be in there doing that type of stuff. So he shows up. I'm like, okay. I still, even after this conversation, my stomach nervousness doesn't go away. I'm like, okay. Here are the keys. The keys. That's my inner. I projected my inner thoughts when I was giving him the keys because I was so nervous. My voice cried, here's the keys. Please take care of it, please. And so he's off. And you know, I don't hear it. So it's a Friday. He's gonna bring him back like Saturday afternoon, like around 12ish. And yeah, so he goes off. I don't hear anything for the rest of the morning. He picked it up at 12. So evening, and then it's afternoon. I'm doing my thing, you know, my thing. And guess what, Guess what? I get a call like around 7:30 p.m. I don't recognize the number because it's like a weird number because he's from the Middle East or whatever. I don't know if I said that before or whatever. And he's just, okay, I'm gonna stop talking. And I was like, hello? He's like, oh, it's the guy that rented your bike. I'm like, oh, hey, what's up? How's it going? He's like, oh, not too good, man. I'm like, not too good? Shut the fuck up, Eddie. So he's like, not too good, man. So I'm like, not too good? Well, what's up? He's like, dude, I crashed your bike. And at first, I didn't have a reaction because of like, people usually don't mess with me, but like, I was like, you know how people are, oh, I fucked it up, and then they show you, oh, just kidding, whatever. I thought it was one of those, so I'm like, nah, bro, you didn't. I forgot what I said. I'm like, you're joking, right? He's like, oh, no, I'm not joking, man. So I was like, okay. And he's like, yeah, dude, I'm so sorry, I crashed. I'm like, and then everything starts to, all what I thought was gonna happen, the worst case scenario was going in my mind. I'm like, no fucking way you crashed my bike. This is a $14,000 bike and you crashed it. I told you to be careful. I asked if you were experienced, if you know what you're doing, and you crashed it. You crashed. So I'm like, you're freaking joking, dude. And he's like, no, I'm so sorry, dude. So apparently where he went to the mountain. So I live here in Arizona, in Phoenix, in the valley. I live. If you guys are from Phoenix, you guys know where East Mesa is. So I live in the East Mesa. Actually, whatever. And then he said, if you guys know the area, he went to Canyon Lake. And if you know the area and you hear I'm going to Canyon Lake and you're on a bike, people are like, ooh, are you sure you want to? Because the road is basically mountains, drop-offs, and sharp turns and curvy roads all the way to the lake. It's usually from like the beginning to the end. It's probably like a 40-minute drive if you're cruising normal, going the speed limit 10 miles an hour, 20. Because it's sharp turns, you know, it's like hairpin turns. And but if you're hauling ass, you'll probably get there in 15-20 minutes depending on how fast you're going. Don't ask me how I know. He told me where he was. I was like, no way, he took it over there, dude. Are you kidding me? His first time riding a 1,000-liter bike in a long time. His first time ever riding anything in a long time. He takes it out on the most. You'd have to know the most about bikes to ever take it out there, because you know, and especially a bike you don't know. Like, what are you thinking, dude? Like, if you're gonna go out there, just cruise, go the speed limit, enjoy the scenery, enjoy looking at the fucking water or whatever. But no, this guy decides, oh, I'm gonna be a fucking badass and fucking go down the motherfucking hills. You hear me? Fuck. he tells me where he went. I'm like, why the fuck would you take it down there, dude? I'm sorry I'm cursing, but everything. This happened recently, and everything is my weird dog. Everything's coming back to me. And so yeah, okay, what happened? He's like, oh, I was going into a turn and I had to stop all of a sudden, or I hit the brakes and really hard, and the tire locked up and it slipped, and then the bike slid from under me. And I'm thinking to myself, any amateur any rider knows you're not supposed to slam on your brakes, your handbrake or your foot brake hard on a bike, because it depends what kind. If it's a sport bike, it usually doesn't have ABS, and it just depends. And the wheels will lock up, and if you're going straight, you'll just fishtail because the back wheel's locked up. But if you're in a turn, you don't got nowhere to fishtail. You just go into the ground. So that's what happened, and any rider would know that. Know that you're not supposed to do it hard. So that's what he did. He slid the bike. He wrecked it into, I don't even know if it was like I don't even know, because I haven't been there. I didn't go. I mean, I have a video of I'm gonna show you guys a clip of me looking at the damages and everything. But so he goes there, he tells me that he wrecked, and then he tells me that he's with the cop right now, because when you wreck with your phone or whatever, your phone's like, oh shit, you just crashed, because I'm a fucking idiot. And I crashed, so I'm gonna call 911, I'm gonna put out a signal or whatever. So that's what happened. The cops show up, they get an accident report and everything, and the tow truck shows up and takes my bike. And I was like, why didn't you call me when it happened? Because them taking my bike, when am I gonna get it back, right? And it's so expensive. You know, if you know tow trucks, they're hella expensive for no reason. And I was like, why don't you just call me? I could have picked it up, put it in the back of my truck, and just took it home, and then dealt the process like that. He's like, yeah, I don't know, man. I was just scared. Okay, whatever. So this happened on a Friday. The tow yard to get my bike is closed Saturday, Sunday, open on Monday, and they charge you for the weekend no matter what. So I'm kind of screwed. I would have went in the morning, it would have been like $100 or probably around there, or maybe 200. And I go on Monday, and it's $350 on Monday to take the bike. I'm like, what the fuck? And through those days, I'm on the phone constantly. I'm calling the company. I'm trying to communicate between me and him, see what's going on. And credit to the company, the customer service. Well, the only thing I have complained about is that they don't call you. Everything's through email to have it, you know, on paper. But it's so much harder. Just pick up the phone. Just call, or what's it called? Just record your phone calls, and that's all you got to do. Because I had so many questions, and especially when my mind's going crazy and doesn't know what's gonna happen with the insurance, you know, I'd rather just call someone and have them just tell me everything at the same time, so I don't have to send you a million emails. So that happened. And okay, so for rideshare, they actually were pretty helpful. They reimbursed me for the tow yard fees and everything. And what kind of sucks is because I had to go get it myself. I live 40 minutes away from this tow yard. And so I had to go in there, I had to take off from work in the morning, because if I left it there another day, they would have charged me like another $100 or something. So I pick it up and I drop it off at my dad's house, because my dad's house is close to this tow yard. And so I'm in constant communication with the company and this guy. And shout out to this guy too, because he could have just ghosted me or just ditched the bike or something, I don't know. But he always answered my phone calls and my messages. He asked me like if everything was cool. He asked me about questions about the insurance and how to do stuff. So he was there the whole time. That's the only way he was responsible in this situation at all. And yeah, I mean, I had all his info anyways, and so did the company, but it's still good when someone, you know, picks up the phone. So, and what kind of sucked, this company, I think it's a smaller company, because I don't know what insurance they're with, because I had to do everything. That's my other complaint with this. I had to do everything. I had to go to the tow yard, take pictures of it, go look at it, go pick it up, do the claim, send everything to the adjusters, talk to the adjusters. No one ever came out to come look at the bike, ever. Everything was done through emails and pictures. I'm trying to figure out if it's salvageable or if she's cooked. And boys, she wasn't that bad. She was pretty fixable, but there was still a lot to do, so I think it made more sense for the insurance company, instead of spending $5,000-$6,000 on parts and labor than to fix a bike, then just total it out and just do a total loss. And that's what they decided to do. So if you guys are trying to get a good deal on a bike, here's a VIN number. Go look it up on Copart. I don't know when it's going up, but all she needs is fairings, handlebar, and to replace some covers on the engine, but that's it. Other than that, she's a full ripper. Oh yeah, and then the pegs are fucked. You'll see in the video, you'll see. And then decide if you want to go bid on it or whatever. I might do that, but I'm like, you know what? I don't want to deal with bikes anymore. My girlfriend's relieved that it's gone, so I'm gonna just leave it at that. So yeah, I sent everything over. This whole process probably took like a whole month, just because everything was through pictures and I had to do anything, so I had to do it on my schedule. So it took longer than it had to if they had a real insurance company, and they had to bring someone out and then they go from there. But I don't know, I guess that's how it goes. So right now it's Copart picked it up like a week ago. They sent a tow truck to go pick it up. I don't know, I'm just sad right now. I'm sad thinking about it. So right now in the process where I'm at is Copart picked it up. Everything, it was appraised. I like the price. I mean, I tried arguing with a little bit, but they said this is also my first accident, something like this, so I don't know exactly what to say and how much to fight them on, or if I had to get a lawyer or an attorney or whatever for accidents. But it's also like I could get those if I'm in an accident, and that's when it'll be free to get a lawyer. But I just didn't want to do all that. So the first offer was pretty, not shitty, but it was okay. The second offer was better. It's a little, like a couple $100 less than I paid for it. So I was like, you know what, I'm gonna take it. Right now I'm going through the process. The appraisal is going through. They got the okay to pay me from the insurance company, or Copart. That's also the thing. I go through rideshare, and then their insurance company, and then I had to go through Copart, and Copart's titling third party that they don't do because they just do vehicles. I had to go through that. So the title company said everything's okay, and then Copart told the insurance company that everything's okay, and then the company is gonna finally pay me. So I should be paid in about a week, hopefully. That's the timeline they gave me. So I'll do a part 2 to this video, and hopefully everything works out. But yeah, moral of the story, boys and girls, trust your gut, trust yourself. And if you have a bad feeling about something, don't do it, because if I listened to my gut, none of this would have happened. But it was out of, not greed, but it was out of needing money. And it didn't even make sense to rent it out, because I was thinking long term, and I was renting it out for 80 bucks. The fees and everything that the company took left me with 50 bucks. So all this mess, time lost, time out of work, time this and that, only for 50 bucks from the thing. That sucks. But yeah, I mean, learn off of me, trust your gut. I hope this helps someone that's thinking about renting something expensive. Don't do it unless you know what you're actually doing. But yeah, here's a clip of me looking at the bike. You guys can figure out if you guys want to bid on it or not. I don't know when it's gonna go up. I don't know if it's already up by this time. But whoever gets it and you get it for a good price, you gotta steal, because this bike literally needs parts put on or taken off and put on, and that's it. No more work. The frame is good, the wheels aren't bent or anything. It's just slid on one side into the sunset, and she's done. So here's that video, guys. Peace. And stick around for the end of this clip. I'm gonna put everything you gotta do to enter the giveaway. And remember, 7 days. Follow Instagram, follow YouTube, and I'm gonna pick a random person at the end of those days, and you're gonna win 100 bucks, either cash, depends how far you are from me. If you want to meet me, I don't care, or Zelle, or I don't have Cash App, or I don't have Venmo, so you better have Zelle, or I'll just get those. Okay. Cool. Peace, guys. Thank you. Guys, thank you for watching my video. Watch all my other fucking videos, guys. What the fuck? So what's up, guys? This is a video I did not want to make, and was not even thinking about it happening. I had so many other plans for her, but you know, stuff happens, and yeah, I guess you just gotta roll with the punches. But yeah, let me show you guys what's wrong with her and what happened. So from far away and on this side, you can't really notice anything. It looks like a pretty good bike, right? Nothing wrong with it. It's just, you know, it's a good bike. But once you get closer, you start noticing scratches, dents, marks, dirt on the handlebar here, you know, scratches up here. And once you start turning on the bike more, you can see, you know, scratches there. And then, but once you get on this side, that's when you can tell, you know, something happened. Yeah. So there's that, and the handlebar is gone. You can tell it's bad. All this is dented up. This is scratched. So is the case on the other side. The handlebars right here. All of these fairings on this side are gone. She's cooked. This fairing, the windscreen, all of this is cooked. This down here, the headlight is cracked. There's a hairline crack down there.
Yeah, and then so the peg got snapped off. The clutch doesn't really work anymore. This is all dented in. Who knows what's wrong in there. Yeah, I mean personally the bike looks fixable, but the website rideshare is like super weird. They didn't bring anyone out to come look at the bike to see if it's salvageable or not, or you know, get it repaired at a repair shop. They just said take pictures, send it to us, and we'll determine if it's fixable or if she's cooked. And they said put her on the stove because you know what, she's cooked, boys. She's done.